Please forgive me, I'm going to take my glasses off because they're also affecting my eyes at the same time, okay? Because I know the energies are building up, because I can now see with my own eyes here that the energies from you are drawing very close as well. And it's nice to know that you are sending your love, your thoughts to Spirit. And it's nice to know that each and every one of you has come with the knowledge that you will find the answer to the questions you are going to ask. Never be afraid to ask of Spirit to what you want to know. We in Spirit, we see all, we hear all, and we know everything that goes on around you. Many of you will want to ask questions of the spiritual. Some of you will want to ask questions of the material. We will do our best, because we in Spirit, we have to learn so much as you within life as to learn. Each step that you take within life is a lesson. You may say, well, I just put one foot in front of the other. But you also have to remember, it isn't just putting one step in front of the other. It's keeping the balance. And when you keep the balance, that's when you can move forward. So you see, it's always a pleasure to come to you. It's always an honor to serve you. But remember, we have the greatest privilege of all, because we have the pleasure of serving our Father. So my friends, listen now to my words that I bring towards you. Lift up your hearts, open your minds. Allow that of the healing from Spirit to be brought to each and every one of you. Absorb all the energies. Just relax. Be yourself. Do not be afraid to speak to that of Spirit, because we are willing to hear and to answer.
Bless you.
Good evening, my friends. It is lovely to be here once again to come and speak to you. I call you friends because each time now I am getting to know you and you are getting to know me. And it's always a privilege to use this vessel to come forward to speak to you. You know, I must admit before I go any further, we listen to the questions, we give you the answers, and then when we go back to Spirit, we have to laugh at you, because you know the questions you ask are very simple, and yet there's great knowledge within your brains that you do not let loose, you do not let it come forward. But we are willing to help you, and we just like to have this word that comes out of your mouth. Truth, truth, that is important. Now I am willing, I am ready to speak to each and every one of you, so please let those questions flow forward.
Bless you, sister. And I call you sister, not friend.
You can call me what you like, as long as it's not too bad.
Well, I would actually like to ask, sister, do you have any philosophy to share from your experience on the earth and the history of being on the earth plane?
Well, let me explain to you. When I walked of life, I was a high priestess. I had great understanding, great knowledge, And I had to be that of truthful to our master, to those of the village. We had to learn how to communicate by thought to that of the elders, the gods as you will call them. And it was a case that unfortunately within life we saw many that suffered. We saw many that perished through that of the plague, and I was one of them. And that is why I'm here in spirit, because you see, I gain the knowledge that I can communicate with that of the spirits of truth, with that of the elders, and they let me now come to speak to each and every one of you. My life had its purpose. My life, I did what I had to do, but I know this. I did gain great knowledge. My faith was very important to me, as it was to all. We used to bow before the gods. We would ask them for the help, for their guidance. We was not ashamed to bow our heads, to say to them that we are lower. We are, and we always will be, because you see, they know much. They know much. They see what is life throughout the world, and they see all that is happening within the world. Man has a lot to answer for. Man has a lot to answer for, but that will be answered when they come into the realms of spirit. So I do not want to open too much, because you see, this is not about me. This is about me serving and helping each and every one of you. You understand, brother?
Yes, sister. Thank you for sharing. I would like to bring people in to ask their questions. Is this okay, sister?
Yes, it is.
Right. Patrick, can you ask your question, Sister Savannah?
Sister Savannah, would you be able to tell me if White Eagle comes to visit me? Please.
Let me explain to you. White Eagle, he chooses wisely to whom he goes to. We in spirit can visit many people when we need. But let me explain. There are those within life that will tell you that they come when they don't. Because you see, White Eagle is a powerhouse. He is one that brings strength into each individual that is serving him. And he will not speak to anyone. He is one that is wise. He is one that he looks upon the man, and he knows those who are true, and he will stand beside them, and he will bring them the power. He will bring them the strength, because he was one that in life, he was the strength of his tribe. He was one that has to be in the knowledge of stepping back and letting others do the work. Let me explain to you also, brother. You have asked this question. You know and understand this. There are many mediums that do not understand the knowledge of truth about their helpers come to stand and work with them. And because of this, they put their own thoughts, their own they put their own thoughts, their own interpretations of what is. And that isn't true. And that isn't fair for such as yourself, who is searching for the truth. So know this. When that of White Eagle comes to visit you, He will make his presence known towards you, to you alone, no one else. You understand?
I do. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Bless you.
That's you. Right, Paula, please may you speak to Sister Savannah.
Good evening, sister. Please may I ask a question?
You may, my dear.
I have a friend, Craig, in the world of spirit, passed through a car accident. There's still a lot of unanswered questions of how it happened, or whether it was his fault if he was driving, and did he know that his girlfriend was pregnant at the time?
Let me explain to you, my dear.
Thank you.
Please forgive me. I have to say this to you. This is not the time. This is not the place to speak of this particular situation. Because you see, I am not connecting in that direction. What has to happen is this. The gentleman you speak of, he must come. He must come himself to answer the questions that families are asking. It is not for me. So please forgive. I would willingly say to you what could be, but the truth has to come from the Spirit itself, you understand?
I do, yes.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you. Right, Daphne, can I just bring you to ask questions to Sister Savannah?
May I ask a question, sister, please?
You may, my dear.
When we look at the clouds through the day and we see shapes, we see, sometimes I see angels in the clouds. Are they real angels, or is it just the shape of the clouds that are forming them?
That is how we in spirit can communicate towards man. When you look out at the sky, if you look at that of the clouds, we will form for you that of angels, that of faces, that of animals. There is so much that we will show towards you. You have heard the vessel say many times, you see but you do not see. It's because you do not look very clearly to what is being shown. Because if you did, you would also see that there is a message within it, within the symbol that is being shown towards you. So always look up to the sky, because when you look at the sky, always remember this. You cannot find nothing but the truth, because it's the energies of the earth and the energies of spirit that combine together to show these symbols towards you. You just have to learn to understand what is being given. And once you do, you would not ask that question. You understand?
I understand, sister.
God bless you.
May I ask another question, please, sister?
You may, my dear.
What do I need to know about my life at this moment in time?
My dear, the one thing you have got to learn to know is yourself. You've got to know yourself. Your mind is all over the place at this moment of time. You do not know which way to turn, who to turn to, who to trust. Let me explain to you. If you speak to that of spirit and speak to that of your helper, they will help you find yourself. You have been lost for many years. When you was younger, you were full of life. You had the energies. You would be all over the place and others would follow you. But you have got lost. And because you have got lost, you are now trying to find yourself. But you know you cannot go backwards. You can only go forwards. So to know yourself, know what you want to do, where you want to be, who you want to be with. Learn so much about yourself so that you can move in life in the way of joy and the way of happiness. You understand?
I understand. Thank you, sister.
God bless you.
Bless you. Denise, can I get you to speak to Sister Savannah?
Good evening, sister.
Good evening, my dear.
Hi. What I would like to ask is, when mediums are working, and sometimes, what I want to explain is I've been watching mediums working online and doing like demonstrations and telling people that they've got, when they're giving readings out, that they've got cancer or they're going to be in car crashes. And it's all these kinds of things that are very negative towards the person that's getting the reading. Do spirit, like get those people that are doing these things and saying these things that can cause an effect on the person getting the reading, do they prevent them from working anymore for spirit? Or is it the person that's getting the reading that has been kind of, because I got told it from a medium a few months back that I had cancer. I didn't say it was terminal. And I actually just got results back to check because I did actually get really worried about that. Turned out I didn't have cancer. So surely me personal, sorry.
Please, my dear, please forgive me for being anxious in this direction to speak to you. First and foremost, where man is concerned, they call themselves mediums. A medium is a mediator between the two worlds, or where your loved ones will come through to speak the words to you and to help you by saying that there are conditions where the physical body is concerned that needs to be looked at. But when one comes and tells you of an ailment that is serious, that brings you worry, brings you concerns, they do not link with spirit. They link with their own thoughts. We do not approve, and we will not approve, because you see, we in spirit, we want to help man. We want you all to understand this because it is important. There are those who think that they are spiritual, but they are material. And when we see these, we pull the rugs from under their feet. They will not survive in the ways that they say of spiritualism. We become very angry because you see, we only come to help you, to make you understand. We're giving you guidance. We do not come to say that you are ready for taking your transition into the realms of spirit. We are not allowed to do that. No one that links with spirit in truth will ever say that to you. Let me also explain to you, my dear, the person, and I put this politely to you, the person that gave that message to you should not and will not be allowed to continue. We will make sure of it. We will make sure of it. Because you see, your heart was heavy. Your heart was broken. No man should put the pain upon you. Let me explain something a little more towards you. The words you spoke is of truth, but you also have to remember this is part of your test within life, to seek the knowledge of truth, to go by your feelings, by your own energies, and in doing so, you will see those that are not true, and you will know those that are true. Just remember, my dear, as you sit at this moment of time, and I speak through the vessel, we are sending healing to you throughout the body and the mind. Because when words are spoken like that, it will always stay with you. You will keep questioning, you will keep doubting, you will keep thinking. This is what we do not want. We want you to know this. The truth has been given to you, my dear. By that to say to you, there is no conditions of the cancer with you. Put it out of mind. Put that thought completely away from you. Because you see, the one thing I can tell you, you have a good long life to live. So don't carry that burden, please. You understand me, my dear?
Yes, thank you, sister. Thank you.
I do apologize, my dear, but I didn't want you to carry on speaking when I wanted very quickly to give you the answer of reassurance. You understand this?
Yes, sister.
Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you.
Yes. Right. Next person is Kate. I'm just going to unmute you, Kate.
Thank you. Am I there? Good evening, Sister Safina.
Hello, my dear. It's lovely to hear your voice again.
Oh, thank you. My dulcet tones. I was just wondering, as I'm a new beginner and learning how to develop my spiritual skills, you're a trance medium, and then there are the other mediums. Do spirit guide you to be a trance medium, or to be a medium that may stand on a platform, or is it your choice?
No, it is not your choice. It is not your choice. As the vessel that stands before you, it is not his choice either. Let me explain to you. In the realms of spirit, we watch all men and women, and we watch those that are wanting to develop into the truth of spirit and understand more about spirit. The more you gain, the stronger you become. The stronger you become, the closer we in spirit can come towards you, and we will help you to develop. It is all up to you, however, if you will allow spirit to come stronger. You see, some fear that if spirit come too close, to take them into trance, transfiguration, materialization, they hold back, and they will not allow spirit to use them the way that they want to. You see, we want to come to each and every one. You say you are a beginner, that you are seeking for the knowledge of truth from spirit. Yet, my dear, I will tell you, you are no beginner. You are just a slow developer. You have greater knowledge inside you that spirit have given over the years. So now it is your turn. It is your turn. If you want spirit to come stronger, do not be afraid to ask, and do not fear. when they come close to you. That is your choice. That is your choice. Otherwise, once we've connected, we are in control. You understand?
Yes, I do.
God bless you, my dear.
Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Oh. Right, Sally, I'm just going to bring you in now.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me ask you a question.
You're welcome, my dear.
I'd like to know when my brother died suddenly. We don't know much about it, but who was there to greet him, to take him over?
That I can tell you. Everyone looks at life, and when they see a transition that takes place very suddenly, they think to themselves, did they go alone? Well, first of all, let me explain to you. When a body is taken suddenly and the spirit is taken out, their helper that has grown with them through life has helped them to come from the body to move forward. And then they will be greeted by those in the realms of spirit. And I can tell you, in this direction, grandmother came very close, and she was the one that took the hand because she wanted, first of all, to help him to understand that in the realms of spirit, those that are waiting will come close. Their feelings within their spirit will be of emotions, and that is why nobody who takes a quick transition into the realms ever goes alone. They are taken, and they are guided, and they are united with all those in spirit. You understand?
Yes, thank you. That's very comforting. Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear, but please, may I say something to you as well?
Yes.
You, my dear, you are a loving soul. And the love that you have for the brother that taken the transition, that love helped him to go forward because you gave him strength to do so. You understand?
Yes.
God
Thank you.
bless you, my dear.
Thank you very much.
Bless you. Right, next person. Before I just bring Jessie in, sister, may I just ask a question? It's been on my mind a few days.
Yeah, my brother.
I'm curious about the inner spirit. When we move forward in the spirit realm, our living thought goes, but where does the inner spirit with the past go?
The inner spirit goes forward into the realms, just like your living thoughts. But one will take the road to the left as the thought goes to the right. And what happens to the spirit that has left your body has to be cleansed, has to be that regenerated so that he can then gain the strength to go forward in the realms of spirit before it is chosen yet again in time to do its work. You understand?
Yes. Will my would my past then be in that inner spirit when it goes left, and my thoughts when it goes right? Is it in two places at once then?
For a certain time, only for a certain time,
Oh.
because once that spirit has been replenished, it has been cleansed, and that spirit then is a new spirit, a start of a new journey, but one that will not know of the past that once was. But remember, what you call time within life can be many, many years, but in spirit it can be many, many moments. You understand?
Yes, God bless you for this wisdom and knowledge. Thank you. Right, Jessie, let me just find you. I don't know if she's left. Yes, Jessie's unfortunately left, so I'm gonna bring Rose in. I'm gonna find her. Rose, can you please ask your question to Sister Savannah?
Good evening, Sister Savannah. May I ask 2 questions, please?
You may, my dear.
Can mediums have more than one spirit guide? Or with Barry being trans, is he unique in having more than one spirit guide?
My dear, this question has been asked many times, so it is very simple to explain to you. All true mediums that connect with the world of spirit, they have their one main guide, the one main guide that is born to them as they are born to the earth. They grow together, they gain knowledge together, and they stay through that time till the transition is to take place. But I can tell you, there are many helpers from the realms of spirit that will come and connect, but they do not stay. They come, they do their work, then they move away, and others will fall in place, and many will come in a short period of time. So you see, my dear, there are many helpers that will come. Some you will know, some you will not, but you will always get the truth if your heart is open to allow those of the helpers to come. You understand?
Thank you. I do.
God bless you, my dear.
My second question, I worked at a residential home and one of the staff passed away suddenly. And then a few months later on Halloween, spoons kept coming out of the ceiling. Could it be that that it was the staff member that had unfinished business and was angry that she'd passed away suddenly?
No, no, it would not be. Let me explain to you. Man within life has a span that he has to go through. Sometimes the span of life is long, sometimes it is short. But let me tell you this, where the beautiful lady who took the transition to spirit, she did not have the hurt or the harm to bring to others. She was one that within life gave love, so she would not bring fear to anyone while she is in spirit. What has been heard of this evening is that of the lower entities of the energies that was brought in by others, not of the beautiful lady. Where this is concerned, this place needs to be cleansed so it cannot return again. You understand?
Yes, it has been cleansed. Thank you. God bless.
Bless you, my dear.
God bless you.
Bless. Young Connor, please speak to Sister Savannah and be loud, clear, and short and simple.
Good evening. I would like to ask if there any guidance that I need to know on my path that is, that I have to do right now as to any of the work that I've been doing.
My brother, let me explain to you. You are a young man whose life journey has just begun. Because it has just begun, your path is not yet set out before you within your own thoughts, within your own heart. You must look very carefully to everything around you. Look at what you want, where you want to be. Aim towards your goals. Do not let anyone stop you or say to you, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. You have free will within your life. If you are one that is willing to achieve, to succeed, you must remember you have to work hard, and work hard you will. You will reach your goals, whether it be of the material or whether it of the spiritual. But please, don't let your mind become confused by those who tell you what must be. You're individual. Your life is your life. Your journey within life is yours to go on. You understand?
I do. Thank you. God bless.
God bless you.
Bless you. Right. Stacy, let me just find you. Not seeing Stacy. Right, so Carol, have you thought of your question? No, I don't think she's there either. Mo, I'm going to have to just bring you in as well. Need to find you. There you are. Please ask your question to Sister Savannah, Mo.
My question is, do our spirit guides take a step back when we're not feeling well?
No. To be honest, my dear, your spirit guides come closer more than you realize. When the physical body has become weak, what happens here is that your spiritual helpers, your guides, will be there, giving you the strength, giving you the guidance, giving you the healing. But because the body itself is suffering, the mind then closes to that of spirit and the thoughts of spirit. And you think that spirit has left you, that spirit has stepped aside. It hasn't. What it is that of your mind is concentrating on the pain. And because of this, you cannot feel their presence. You do not hear their voice. But I can tell you, they are there. They are there. And once the healing has been given to the body and the pain is eased, you will find them waiting again to work with you, to serve you, and to help you to move forward. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
God bless you, my dear.
Bless you, Mo. Right. Paula, I just need to bring you back in. Please ask your question.
Please, may I ask another question, sister?
My dear.
At the moment, I feel stuck with my spiritual path. Is that because of my physical work that I'm doing at the moment, or do I just not know where my path is going next with my spiritual work?
My dear, 2 questions in one.
Yeah.
First of all, your material life, you have to walk that road. You have to go through what is meant to be. You cannot change that course whatsoever. But when it comes to working with your spirit guides and your spirit helpers, remember these words. They come from a hymn. One step at a time, sweet Jesus, one step at a time. And if you listen to those words, you will find you are progressing spiritually. But you have to take one step at a time. Do not try to rush, because the gift that is given to you has to be done properly. It has to have that of the understanding of the spirit thought and of your mind combined. Do not try to run when you cannot walk. Do not try to walk when you cannot crawl. Always remember, when the time is right, we in spirit will move you forward, and you will have no choice in what is meant to be. You understand, my dear?
I do, thank you.
God bless you.
Right. Lovely, Denise. I'm just going to bring you in. There you go. Please ask your question.
Thank you. I've got two and my mind's went blank. I've forgotten what it was. I have got two questions to ask. One's going to sound a little bit strange, but you know how we're all connected to the universe? We're connected to trees, plants, flowers, everything, and everything's a living thing. How come, I know this is going to sound a little bit weird. You know how we sometimes will, in our head, we'll imagine a kind of scenario or something happening in our life, and then all of a sudden it happens, like you're manifesting it kind of thing. Well, see if you're, I'm going to sound like a lunatic when I say this, honestly, but I'm being serious. I love birds, absolutely adore birds, and I've been trying to connect to birds. And I keep getting the same birds coming every day, and I'm being serious, a seagull. And it's like it's responding to me. Is that seagull actually hearing me when I'm speaking to that? Am I actually connecting to not just humans, but connecting spiritually to birds and just to trees and things?
My dear, you have asked a question, and the question you have already answered for yourself. I take you to words of a song. God speaks to us with bird and song, with winds that blow the leaves along. When you listen, man within life, who is true to spirit, can connect to all creatures. You can listen to the winds that will speak to you. It is not a silly question, but what you do have to find is yourself. And ask yourself this: when you send your thoughts towards the bird, and the bird comes closer towards you, and it comes regularly towards you, closer and closer, there is a connection. But you spoke of a seagull, and a seagull very rarely comes inland. It is mainly around the coast of life, where it sits among the rocks. It sees of the seas, it sees of that of the fish within. It sees everything. So you see, my dear, your question is not silly. Remember the words that Spirit have just brought to you. You understand?
Yes, friend. Can I please ask another one question?
You may, my dear.
I rescued, honestly, I sound like a nutter, but I'm actually being serious, and I think I'm going to burst out crying when I say this. I rescued a pigeon the other day, and I gave it, tried to help it, and got the RSPCA out. and they said that they probably have to put it down because its spine was broken and one of its wings was broken. And we start crying. I feel really bad because I feel like I walked into my house. I actually walked into my house injured, and I let it in and fed it and tried to help it. Got the RSPCA. Was that bird sent? Was I supposed to try and heal that? Did I do the wrong thing by giving that over and allowing it to be put down?
You did not do anything wrong, my dear. You see, the creature, the bird, knew which home to go to. It knew that you would do your best. It knew that you would give it the healing, and it knew that its time was coming to an end. But it did not want to stay among the streets of life. It wanted that peace, and you gave it to it. You gave it to it. And you speak of the RSPCA. We do not understand what they are in spirit, but if they help creatures, great and small, then they are good. They are good. And they are ones that you have brought to help the creature of the bird to go into spirit, to fly into the realms of spirit. You understand?
Yes, sister, but I feel so bad. I genuinely feel bad that.
That is your nature. That is your nature, my dear.
But I feel I should have helped it. I should have done more. And if I hadn't.
What can you have done for it? What can you have done apart from show love and compassion, to show that you have healing hands? Everyone thinks that anyone with the hands that are healing can restore life. They cannot. The bird itself knew its time was very close, but you are being chosen to help in the way that it wanted reassurance. It wanted that to be close, not to die upon the street in the cold, the bitterness, you understand? So please do not, my dear, approach yourself to say you feel you did not do enough. You as a human being, you do not know the thoughts of the spirit within the bird, as a bird is free to fly. And when it comes to someone such as yourself, you should be honored that you have been chosen. So please do not get yourself upset. You did what was meant to be, and you helped it, the spirit within the bird, to fly free. God bless you.
Bless you, sister.
Bless you. Brother Patrick, please may you ask your question.
Yes, Sister Savannah, may I ask, in the pursuit of being a better healer, would it be advisable for me to do trance mediumship to help spirit and help the humans?
Let me answer that for you, brother. Very, very simple. You cannot pursue the journey to become a trance medium in the sense of healing. We are the one that has chosen you. And what we want to do with you is entirely up to us in spirit. We, first of all, have to understand your capabilities with not only with your helpers, but of your own body. Because you see, we have to look at everything. You cannot keep giving and not get anything back. So what we have to do first of all is to get you into the mind of strength so that you can build your energies. And when we feel it is time to come even stronger, we will be the ones that will take your hands. We will take your mind. We will let you know that we are in control. So, brother, do not think you have to do anything. Your journey is just beginning, and I can promise you this. We watch you come week by week, day by day before us, and you are giving to those of the earth that of the healing. You have been chosen, and we will not let you go. That I can assure you. But just bide your time. You have plenty of it, and you will do the work that we of spirit want you to do. You understand?
Thank you. I do understand, and I thank you very much for your answer. Thank you.
Bless you.
God bless you.
Bless you. Louise, can I just bring you in to ask your question?
Yes, certainly. Am I okay to ask a question, sister?
You may, my dear.
Thank you. I feel it's a bit of a silly question, but I would like to know who is the spirit that hides personal possessions in my house and also plays on the stairs?
There are two spirits in your home. Two spirits. One, first of all, that of a father vibration that comes very close towards you. The other of a child in the realms of spirit, a little boy. The child is one that is mischievous, and one that likes to move things around to get your attention. And yes, they do hear you cursing, and they laugh at you for doing so, but they do return it to you. But the gentleman is one that walks the home, and he watches over everyone that walks within the house, because he is one that loves the family. He's one that watches over. You are a very fortunate lady. Do not think for one moment that you are on your own. Spirit will always be with you. Speak to the child and speak to the gentleman. They will speak to you. You understand?
Yes, sister, thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Bless you. Right, Sally, can I bring you back in, please?
Thank you. Thank you very much for letting me ask another question, sister.
You're welcome, my dear.
Can I ask you, if when my father's passed, is he reunited with his brothers?
They will be the first ones waiting. First ones waiting. You see, let me explain to you. There was a rift between brothers, a difficult time, you understand. And they will have to join together to become as one, reunited in the way that life was meant to be of the earth. They will reunite in the spirit realms. They will unite and become stronger together. And they will find the trueness of what family should have been about in the first place. You understand?
Yes.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Bless you. Sister, may I ask a question to you?
You may, my brother.
I am wondering of trance myself. Like, I feel I have so much doubt with the mind I have because of its overactiveness. What does spirit have to say around my ailments?
Well, brother, I sit, I listen, and I watch. You see, You look at your physical body. You concentrate on your ailments within the body. You have already been chosen, brother. Do not keep questioning, do not keep doubting. You have been chosen. We are working upon you. You cannot see it, you cannot feel it. But what we are doing is we are working upon the body and of the mind. It does not happen overnight. It takes time. But you will gradually start to see that you will find time where the mind is beginning to relax. We will use that time to come through you. We will use that time for you to help others with words of wisdom. I must explain to you, it is important to know this. We in spirit, we brought the vessel towards you. We brought the connection of the two of you together. Because you see, we have been watching for quite some time. You as a being, we have seen your difficulties when life is concerned. We have seen how man has turned its back upon you, where you have sat in the corner, being alone and empty within it. We are not allowing that to happen. That is why you have been brought with the vessel to gain the knowledge, to find the truth. The bond of love is between you, and that will never break, because as long as we in spirit have the connections with you and the vessel, you will progress and you will understand why everything has been given to you in the way, because I am waiting for the time I can talk through you. You understand?
Yes, sister. Thank you so much. I
Do
really.
not doubt yourself, brother. You do not realize we are very proud of you. Very proud.
And I'm honoured to have you supporting me each and every moment. Thank you. Right. Mo, can I ask you to speak? Wait. Is everything okay, sister?
Is everything all right, brother?
Yes, sorry. I just thought. Right, Mo, please ask your question.
My question is, we know when we come over to the other realm that we have much more to learn. Do you have other jobs to do there besides just learning?
Oh, there is much. There is much. We speak to men and we say to them, there is lots to learn. There is lots to learn. Because when we come into the realms of spirit, it is a different way of what life was. You have to learn to understand the energies, the differences of the energies, the force of the energies, the power of the energies of spirit. You have to learn so much as you progress to go forward. You also have to learn how to connect with the living thoughts of others that have gone long before you. You do not just leave your body and float into the realms and you think that is it. I'm on a journey that is like an holiday. It is not. There's so much. We could sit for months and months and months explaining to you all the things you have to learn, and you still wouldn't be on the first step of a ladder of learning. There's so much, and you will understand it when the time comes, and you will say, Spirit warned me, Spirit told me, Spirit helped me. You understand, my dear?
Yes, thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you. Is it okay to ask more questions, sister?
You may. I am waiting for them.
Yep. Paula, please ask your question to Sister Savannah.
Sister Savannah, can I ask another question, please?
Oh, I'll have to think on that one. Yes, my dear, I'll allow you to.
Thank you. Of recent weeks, I've been having trouble with my vision and dizziness. Is this my physical body, or is this spirit coming really close? Please.
It is your physical body. The energies of the earth are changing. And because the energies of the earth is changing, it's causing many to feel dizziness. It's causing many to see that of the blurriness through the eyes. It is that of the change that is coming also within your physical body, but it is nothing to do with spirit. You have to know this. Not everything that happens to you is all to do with spirit. You have to remember there are many things that go on in your life, things that will happen, things that will bring changes. But it's only because this is part of your progression. Because you see now that you speak of the dizziness. This can also link to many conditions that are around you. And you do not realize that spirit can show you many conditions, but at this moment it is not spirit. You understand, my dear?
I do, thank you.
Bless you. Daphne B, please speak.
May I ask a question, sister, please?
You can, my dear.
I know I have got two spirits in my house. One I know's my daughter because I see her.
My dear, please. You are asking a question, but you are telling everything at the same time.
Sorry.
If you want to ask a question, ask the question, but do not tell what is. If you want the answer, you want the truth, not for someone to say to you, well, you've already told me. Why do I have to answer? You understand, my dear?
I do apologise.
I let you off this time.
I have a smell about me, not from my personal body, but I smell smoke in my home. Is that someone that I know that is round me that used to smoke on the earth plane?
Yes. The gentleman that comes to you that smoke is that of an uncle, and one that smoked quite a lot. And because he smoked quite a lot, the scent of the tobacco was all around him, upon him, you understand. He comes from the other side of life. So you see, there, he is there, making his presence known towards you. But you know, you did not get on very well where family was concerned. And you think, why are they coming towards me? Well, you know, sometimes spirit come close because they want you to forgive them, or they want you to apologize to them, because you are very sharp in your tongue, my dear. I do apologize, but I know this because you see you're outspoken, and outspokenness says words that do not mean, you understand.
I do. Thank you, sister.
Thank you, but now I will come to the other question that I asked you to stop. The daughter of light that in spirit comes to you, lays upon the bed at the side of you, whispers in your ears. You hear the sound, but you cannot make the words. Listen carefully. She is speaking to you. She is speaking to you. She is bringing love towards you. Remember, this young lady, the heart is attached to yours, and that can never be broken. You understand?
I understand, sister. Thank you.
You actually, we are very close as we come into the month of the May of that of an anniversary that links very strong with you, but also connects with the young lady in spirit. Watch the time, watch the date, feel the presence. God bless you.
God bless you, sister. Thank you.
Bless you. Beautiful Shalima, please ask your question to Sister Savannah.
Thank you. I have two questions. The first one, I know you mentioned that from the time we're born that we have a spirit guide with us. I just wanted to know, is that spirit guide shared or is it just for us? So like, you know, like maybe like me and my son has the same spirit guide. I'm just giving that as an example.
No, my dear. When you are born to the earth and your spirit guide is born with you, it is with you and you alone, not for anyone else, not to share with anyone else. The child that is in life, they have their own guide, and they will grow with them. What can happen is this. Your guide that has grown with you can help to teach the guide of the son that's in life. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. My other question was that I have heard or have been told many times that if I want help from the spirit world, whether it's spirit guide, past loved ones, angels, that I have to always ask, that they're all there, but we have to ask. I just want to know if that is true. If you have to ask, or do they help you when they see the need to?
They come to you. You do not have to ask anything from the realms of spirit. Your loved ones watch over you, and they do watch over you. And when you are in your hour of needs, they are there. Those of that of the angels, they watch over you. You see, you do not realize, my dear, that the angels that watch over you are of you. And they do not break the link. They stay with you, and they will come to you whenever you call them through that of the voice by saying, please, I need your help. I need your guidance. When they hear those thoughts, they are by your side. But you do not call to angels. You do not call to spirit. I want. They know when the time is right to come to you. You understand?
Yes, that's always what I've felt, but not what I've heard. So thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
I also just wanted to say thank you so much for coming every week to answer our questions. And I'm sure others feel the same way, but especially today, I just feel a lot of emotions that a lot of people in this group today need a lot of healing. And I really feel that you have brought that to them today. And I pray that they all leave a little bit with their hearts a little lighter today. So thank you.
God bless you. It is always a privilege to come, to speak through the vessel, to help you to understand. But let me tell you before I leave you, my dear, and listen to the next question. You, my dear, have a good heart, a good nature, but you have got to learn not to listen to everything that is said to you. You have got to learn to listen to your instincts, listen to your gut feelings, and in doing so, you will find the truth. You will understand the truth, because unfortunately, the one thing with man is this: everyone knows everything but knows nothing. And this is where they look for power, to pretend I have a greater knowledge than you. That is not true. So I say to your sister, you are one loving, you are one that is caring, but you must learn to listen to the instincts that will tell you the truth. You understand?
Yes, I try. And I think my problem is that, I mean, you know, with us humans, our brain tries to protect us. So sometimes I feel the thoughts that I have may just be my brain trying to protect me from, you know, things. So I try to keep my heart open to what people say, but I also question it. I don't take it lightly, but I guess I'm just a person that
Your
I don't
brain,
know.
your brain will always protect you if you use that of the thoughts, because you see it's your instincts that sends the vibration to the brain to what is true and what is false. Let me just explain very quickly to you, my dear. If you was to walk into a room and you sensed very uncomfortable, that you felt as though it was going to lead to hurt towards you, you would automatically leave that room and go to the room where the love is there waiting. That is why you must always listen to what is within you, your instincts. And if you listen to the tone of man as he speaks, you will know whether it is true, whether it is false, because you see the tone of the tongue is a vibration, and the vibration you will know whether it speaks of truth. You understand?
Yes, and I will definitely try. Thank you so much.
Bless you, my
God
dear.
bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you. Right, so please can you ask your questions to Sister Savannah if you've got two?
Hello, yes, sister, may I ask a question? I've been prompted to change it from a world question to a personal one. I've always known, and I've also been told, that I will write, and I'm wondering if you could shed some light on that. And I'd also like to know if I could illustrate as well.
My dear, let me explain something to you. With the question you have just asked, first of all, you have the ability to put words together. You have the ability to make that of words sound like the wind that everyone can hear. And the words that you put down upon that of the paper, people will always want to read it, because the feelings you put into each word is very important. It is not a silly question. You see, you have great knowledge that you wish to share, and that knowledge will help many within life. But we have spirit. We come from time to time, and we help man to do what they call the spiritual readings, the spiritual drawings, the spiritual writings. All of this you can do, you will do. You will put everything together in your own words, in your own feelings, and those feelings will stand out To all of those that read it, they will be drawn into your words. They will gain great knowledge. So yes, sister, write your book, write your verses, do the illustrations of what you feel within you. It is important, you understand?
Yes, thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Right. I'm just going to bring Paula back in to ask her a question.
Sister, I have a son with many disabilities. Please could you let me know who guides him and protects him from the spirit world, please?
Let me bring these words towards you. Grandmother, grandmother in spirit. A child, you speak of many conditions of the ailments of the physical body. A child that is a gifted child. Others will say to you, he was born with a disability. He was born with a gift that is so precious, because you see the child has a heart of gold, that he shares the love within. And let me tell you this, in the realms of spirit, there is also a grandfather. The grandfather, before taking up the transition, he suffered with the weakness of the lungs from the underground, you understand? And he too is there for the child, as the grandmother is there for the child. The child wants for nothing, spiritually or materially. So you see, the child is gifted. Do not look upon the disabilities. Look at what has been given to you. A gift, and it is precious, you understand?
Thank you, sister. I do agree.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Bless you. Right, I just want to bring Adam in if I can. If you shake your head no, then no. No, right. We'll leave it for next week.
No. I
Oh.
thought you were speaking to the gentleman.
Okay, I'll unmute him if you want to speak to him.
Yes, I will speak.
You got no choice, Adam. The High Priestess has spoken.
I was just wondering if my grandma was happy with me and if she's in a happy place now too.
Oh, brother, please forgive. Now I have heard the voice. I know whom I am speaking to. Let me tell you this, my brother. Grandmother is proud of you. Proud of you. Because you have turned your life around. You have found yourself the man that you was meant to be. But when you was younger, you followed others and you let them take you down the dark road. You found your way back, and she helped you to do this, and she is very proud of you. That is why she does come to you, and do not say she does not, because she comes to your room of rest, and you smell that of the powder that was on her body before passing into the realms. She also hears your questions. And let me tell you this, the road you have chosen because Spirit has helped you. And now you look for new beginnings. She will also help you there. Reach out, let her take your hand, and let her lead you forward. You will understand soon why those words have been given to you. You are a good man. and you are well loved by those of life and of spirit. You understand?
Understand, yeah.
God bless
Thank
you.
you. God bless you.
Well, is that the end of your questioning?
Sorry, I was on mute. I just want to ask Lindsay, do you want to ask? Shake your head no if not. Just giving you an opportunity.
You say it.
I guess I just feel a little bit shy with it, but I just wanted to know if, when it comes to sort of intuition and getting sort of forewarning about things, is that something that spirit does, or is that just intuition?
No, that is spirit. Spirit gives you foresight. You do not realize, my dear. You in life call that premonition. They show you, we show you what is, and we help you. You see, forewarned, forearmed, that you must always remember. So when you feel that things are not what they should be, listen to your instincts. Work with your instincts. And we of spirit will be there to guide you and to help you. You see, there is a gentleman in spirit that stands at your side, a gentleman that comes with the grandfather vibration, and one that passed into the realms of spirit very quickly with that of heart conditions, you understand?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Yes, my dear. Seek you shall find, and you are seeking, so you will find. There is many questions that are in your head at this moment, but you are afraid to speak of them because you may think that others will think you are a fool. You are not a fool. All men within life have a brain that is full of questions that need to be answered. We will do our part. We will do our part. Now I hope that has helped you, my dear.
It has, thank you. And I think I just have one more question, sister, if that's all right.
Of course you can, my dear.
I was just wondering, we have a little boy, and I was just wondering who his spirit guide is, because he seems to know things are happening before they're happening, and we think that he's gifted, but I don't want to put any thoughts in his head either.
My dear, let me explain something to you. I cannot tell you who his helper is for one reason and one reason only. It is his helper. His helper. The child is gifted. He has a gift that has been given to him. You see, you look at a child, and because you hear and see what is taking place around him, you think automatically, this is a child with imagination. This is a child that thinks so much. And then you do not realize, you do not realize that all children, they are susceptible to spirit. And that is why they are guided. And it's as they are children, they are chosen. Do not pull away his gift by putting material thoughts into the head. Let him grow naturally. You will be proud. You will be proud. God bless you, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you for this evening, sister. Thank you, God, from my heart and all the group, for the healing, calmness, and the energies you have brought. As always, sister, and the spirits with you, take our love, take our energy, and treasure it forever in your hearts.
Brother, it is always a pleasure to come before you. It is always a pleasure to use the vessel to bring the words of spirit towards you. You do not realize each and every one of you within the group. Your love is very important, not only to spirit, but to each other within the group. The energies that you send towards spirit, we send back to those that are in need, to help them, to give them strength, to give them healing. And also, we want you to know this: as long as you ask of spirit to come, spirit will come. Never be afraid to ask questions, because you see, if you do not ask the question, you will not find the answer. And if you do not find the answer, how can you progress? We watch everything where life is concerned, brother. And when we say we watch, we really do. Because we look at the world, the whole of the world. And when we look at the world, we see those that are going through their difficulties, and we draw close to them. Many think that when one has taken the transition, they are just placed into the ground, or their ashes are scattered. They have moved into a different journey, but they still want to help those that are left behind. And they will use a vessel such as this, and use the spirit of knowledge such as myself to help each and every one of you. So my brother, my friends, it is always and always will be a pleasure to come before you. Now I must emphasize from our brother to let him come back into the shell so that he can be with you once again, where he can speak not of the truth that is meant to be, for each and every one of you has received so much knowledge. Thank you. Patrick.
Hello.
Yes.
Bless you.
Brother, I have taken the time to use up the energies that are still with the vessel to come to speak to you.
Thank you.
Please put away your doubts, your fears. We in spirit, we know much about you, more than you realize.
within your sleep state. We listen to your thoughts. You are questioning yourself spiritually and materially. Please do not question you, because you are one that is true. You are one that within life of man will always stand up to be heard. But in spirit, you question because others will say to you that you are not true to your belief, to your faith. They are fools. They are fools that do not understand that it isn't man that does the healing. It is spirit. And when they speak of words that try to pull you down, we in spirit will not allow this to happen. Stay focused on you and you alone. The physical body is being cleansed by that of spirit, and it will be restored back to its fullness very, very soon, and you will stand proud once again. So you see, my brother, I had to bring the words. I had to bring the words toward you. You understand?
I do, brother. Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Daphne. Daphne?
Yes, I'm here.
God bless you, my dear. I've had to come back. I've had to come back because I have just been told off for the way that I spoke to you. Please forgive me for being sharp with you, but I am very, very strong in the belief that no man should speak to spirit to tell them who's in spirit or whatever. You understand?
I
And
understand.
I have just been told that you asked a question, and the question, you gave an answer to it. I was rude, and I do apologize for doing such. I will watch myself in future and allow you to speak. You understand, my dear?
I understand, and I accept your apology. Thank you very much.
Adam? Adam?
Yeah.
Yes, brother. You do not realize what is happening to you. You have come into the group here and others, and you think, I like what I am seeing, but you do not realize that we of spirit have attached ourselves to you, and because so, you are becoming more inquisitive, asking questions, and you will find everything that you are seeking, because spirit now has their hands upon you, and we will lead you forward. You understand?
You understand, yeah.
God bless you.
God bless.
Katie?
Hello, Barry.
Yes.
Sister Pina.
Please forgive my foolishness, but you know, I've watched for years when they sang the song Katie, because you see, it has a lovely sound towards it, and I just want to come back to you, because you see, when I heard your voice, when you spoke to spirit, it was a case of you spoke with serenity, and it was lovely. Please, whatever you do, you keep walking the path that you are walking, and don't let anyone try to say to you it is wrong. You're at an age where you know more than you realize, and you understand more than what others do. And you know, I have to say this to you, sister, the closer you come to the time when you leave of the physical body, you understand a lot more. And that is why I can say to you, speak as you do within truth, and others will listen to you. You're a good woman, and I want to leave you with those words.
Thank you, Sister Safina. Thank you.
Oh. Oh my God. You know,
Barry.
the energies.
Yeah. Barry,
Oh, yeah.
you're a wizard, Barry.
I'm a what?
You're a wizard.
A blizzard.
A wizard.
Oh.